with the generation, and this gentle parenting is over with the millennials. Nowadays, you have to put rules and set things for your kids because screen time 1 hour, TV time 2 hours. Because they're all, and kids are studying so hard after school. They're not done yet. They still got their tuition. They got this class, that class. The Malays got their religious class.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
Is it a good thing or bad thing that kids are busy?
I think you have to balance it. Don't force it on them. Like I really appreciate how New Zealand does it. New Zealand, they do not. If your kid is not, they don't believe in homework. New Zealand. When you go home, it's playtime. And New Zealand also believes that if your kid is not smart, they won't tell your kid. They will try and find your kid's talent, and they will nurture him from there. Like for example, if he's good with his hands, he can become a mechanic or a hairstylist or something. If he's not good in his studies, and they will update your parents, the parents. But if Singaporean, a lot of my Singaporean friends who move to New Zealand, they're not used to that because they use the homework, the tuition.
Yeah,
it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So only here, I think we don't pressurize our kids because because now when you go to primary 1, you have to be ready for primary 6, which is sad. Why can't you just learn along the way? So we are making our kids, trying to push them to be smart because the pressure from everyone around you.
Yeah.
But your kid can only do this much. If your kid is not smart, too bad. Don't push, because when you push, what happens to the kids is they get into depression, they commit suicide because they cannot take the pressure from you, pressure from the friends, pressure from school. They give up. Very sad.
Yeah.
I think people should learn to understand their kids,
Yeah.
Talk to your kids, talk rubbish. You don't have to make sense all the time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right?
Balance. But you think now society is more relaxed, Singaporean society,
No.
versus before?
No.
Or it was like strict, then relaxed a bit in the
Yeah. In
2000s, and then strict again.
I don't think we are. I think we pressure ourselves. We overthink, and I think Singaporeans are so worried about the society.
Yeah.
If my son gets A for maths, my son and my friend's son get A for maths, my son should get A. It's the kind of competitiveness parents have.
Yeah.
And parents also have. Generally Singaporeans have a lot of pressure on them because they want to drive a car, they want to own a condo, they want to live in this. But if you cannot afford, you must live simply. You must try and make this work. You don't try and do something that you cannot. It's beyond you, and then you go and live that, and then your pocket got no money. It's so not right. I don't know how people think that way, because when they go to the office or they're pressured by the society pressure about you have to have this, you have to have that. You don't have to have that. I don't have a car. I don't drive. Public transport is very, very convenient. Of course, expensive are taxis, but do I have a choice? No. So I take taxis. I eat simply. I don't go to fine dining all the time. I do, but not all the time, because fine dining is expensive and very little. And then you're still hungry after that.
Right? Yeah, it happened with me as well.
Yeah. So it's the kind of pressure you put upon yourself. I think Singaporeans need to take one step back and look at their lives and see, is this really making them happy? That's why after COVID, we have the Switch Career, the initiative from the government, which is a brilliant initiative, because a lot of people are suffering at work because they're not happy, but they're earning good. So the Switch Career makes them switch. Like today and tomorrow, they have the career forward in Suntec, will switch their career to something that they want to do happy, earn lesser. At least they're happy. They're not so stressed out. At least now they can go home with a smile on their face, not worried about, I've got to pay bills, I've got to pay this, I've got to pay. Because the kind of pressure is so unnecessary.
Yeah.